Do I want an M5 in my life as my next car? Well, quite possibly. I could title this video, My Next Car, ? Hello, welcome to another Pedal Out video. So today, bit of a special one. We have swapped the BMW E90 temporarily for a BMW M5, the F10 version. So this video is going to be a little bit of kind of a review, first impressions. We haven't got the car for very long. Mine's been used by a friend. So roll the title sequence. Let's see how this video goes. Enjoy. Okay, I like a lot the inside of this car. It feels much more like I'm assuming. I've got heads-up display. It helps if I'm in reverse. Shut up. Here we go. You can see my speed going 1 mile an hour. Oh my god, right down to drive. Head-up display. Does it work in the sunshine, I wonder? We are in normal drive mode. This steering wheel is the lovely later 3-spoke version. I think the early ones had the more kind of big tablety thing in the middle. Okay, we are pootling because I'm scared witless. Whoa, this car feels like it's got a shed load of power ready to just rip. Feels a lot more modern, a lot more solid than my 2008 E93 BMW M3, which, let's face it, is getting up to nearly 10 years old. This just feels way more thorough. There's no excuse for speeding in this car with a heads-up display, is there? If you're going over the speed limit, when the speed that you're going is right there in front of you. Okay, I like this car. I just barely touched the throttle then, and this thing wanted to take off. So from a stats point of view, this is a 4.4 litre V8, twin turbochargers on it, and 10 radiators apparently. 552 brake horsepower, 502 pounds-foot of torque, 0 to 60 in around 4.3 seconds, and a top speed obviously limited, as they usually are these days, to 155. We're not going to be going anywhere near that. This car is just gorgeous. I like this a lot. I'm loving the heads-up display. Dials on the dash, I'll run through those, you can have a look and we'll go into them. So what have I got? Efficient, comfort, oh, for suspension and things like that. Oh my goodness, there's just more buttons than I know what to do with on the steering wheel. There is an M1 and an M2. Let's press the M1. Confirm, you have to press M again. Oh, there we go. Oh, we're in manual. There we go. So press M1 and you have to kind of press it again to confirm it. Oh, and I've got the rev counter up on the screen. Now this is I was informed about. Oh, we're in MDM. So we've M dynamic node. For those of you who don't know, is a halfway house between turning the traction control all the way off and turning it off a little bit. So it, by all accounts, it lets you have a little bit of fun. Kill yourself basically, or kill yourself or the car, which in the interests of self-preservation can only be a good thing. If I press M2, confirm it, I've got Sport Plus on my revvy thing, Sport on my suspension-y thing, and Sport Plus on the steering. Brilliant. I'm not going to do that because I don't have balls of steel, and this isn't my car. Oh, this seat has got so many adjustments on it. I'm going to have a play with this later to just play around with it. And we're on the motorway doing motorway speed, and I can hear the tyres, but I kind of want to in a nice way. This car has, which a lot of the newer BMWs have, similar to the i8, they pump in through the speakers a bit more of the exhaust note. So the ECU does some clevery stuff to monitor kind of what speed you're going at and the revs and that kind of thing. The paddles on here, the shape of the paddles on this later steering wheel, just delicious. And I've said it many times so far in the 8.5 minutes that I've been driving this car for, the heads-up display. Wow, I need heads-up display in my life. Light switch, standard over there. Dash angled slightly towards the driver, which I quite like. the centre console is just serious. I mean, it's just monumental, the gap, this big lump of presumably drivetrain and gearbox somewhere underneath there, between you and the passenger seat is kind of epic. I love it. A little bit of a, I'm not going to say there's a little bit of a vibration because it's not my car and I don't want to get into trouble. If it was or is, it wasn't there before, it isn't my fault. So far then, it's cool. What is that noise? Can you hear that? That's annoying. Right, in a minute when we come off the motorway, what we will do is, we'll wind the window down and we'll see how this car sounds going through a tunnel. Let's turn the aircon off, we don't need that. Outside temperature, oh my god, it's a hot day today. I've swapped my convertible BMW for one with a proper roof on what's essentially the hottest day of the year so far. We're at the end of May, but could quite possibly be the hottest day of the year full stop, even though we're not even out of May yet. The dashboard temp saying it outside, it is, come on you guys, it's showing as 27.5 degrees. 27.5 degrees. Ooh, we like it. I want the seat lowering. Did you see that little dog in that car?
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg.
Tunnel. Can we turn all these windows down in one go? Like you can in a car. Tunnel, tunnel, tunnel. Leave a gap between the car in front. Lower your window. Leave a sufficient gap between your car and the car in front to gun it. Ah, bollocks. It's okay. Needs a mod. Wheels light up then. Okay, this car is scary. Flipping, floppy flip. That was good. That was nice. That gave me a little bit of fizz. Ooh, I'm scared now. I am scared. This car scares me. Whoa. Fuck. Excuse me, sorry, language. Who needs a convertible roof when you can have that much fun with the back wheels? I mean, just driving this thing now properly on little roads and turning, you can feel the driving dynamics of this car, and it is far, far superior to my rather arguably inferior earlier model E93 BMW M3. It feels, I don't know, it's hard to describe. You definitely know this thing is powered out the back. You definitely know this beast is rear wheel drive, that is for sure. It's hard to describe because it's a big car, but yet it has that, it kind of, I don't want to say it pivots around you, but it kind of does. It's nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, yes. There's a little throttle blip down. Oh, crikey. How's it going to... He's not going to... Squeaky brake. He's not going to fit on the drive. Give me some parking sensors. Alright, downside. There's no way this thing's going in my garage. It's ginormous. There is no way that is going in the garage. Right, We've stopped. Shh. Does it put itself in park? Oh, there we go. So we're having a look in the back, see how much. Oh, let's have a look in there. Right, guys, we haven't got any seats, but you want to just try and jump in there and see how much room there is? Oh. We'll try it again in a minute with seats. Right, shall I get your seats? Do you want to go for a quick drive?
Yeah.
There we go. That's with the driver's seat in my position. You're in a high chair, so there's loads of room in there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Do you feel spacious in there? Boot space. Well, obviously you get 5 proper seats in there, and you don't get cricket gear as standard, but that's a pretty substantial boot area. God, it goes right back. You could fit loads of stuff in there. That's massive. But if you can kind of see what I was talking about earlier, how that car, if you look down there, down that side, look down that side, look up at my garage, there is no way that is going in there. I mean, it might do with the wing mirrors in, but like I say, the length is just not going to fit, which is mad. Got the usual, let's have a look down here, quad exhaust tailpipes, and a nice valance. That could do with being carbon, couldn't it, really? Obviously in a bit of a clean, but I thought it had a reversing camera, but no. So that valance is kind of plasticky. Wouldn't it be nice if that was carbon? Okay, I'm going to try jumping in the back. And there's another growth right here. So this is me climbing in the back. So we are sat in the back of a BMW M5, and I have sat in the back of a few BMW M cars. Admittedly, they're all the same as the normal cars in the model range. But quite a bit of room in here. I love it. Okay, so we've had a look around this BMW a bit more closely. Not really played with the toys so much. I still fiddling around with this seat, and tried it with the kids in the back, and they fitted lovely, as you would expect. The only slight downsides with this car, and they are super slight because this car is freaking amazing and off the scale. The only slight downside oh my god, open road, sorry, here we go. Fucking hell. Okay, there's very little downsides to this car. Country road near us, and oh my goodness me, the very, very small downsides to this car. One is the noise, which can be fixed, I believe, with an optional extra of an additional aftermarket exhaust. And I'm guessing PCW, Paul of whatever PCW stands for, the guy who modifies BMW M car exhausts, who did the 2.5 pi mod on my E93, could probably make this thing really come alive with the exhaust sound. And yeah, probably could do with that. Throttle blips on downshift are probably not as good, maybe due to the nature of the turbo engine. I don't really know. Oh god, this car. I've totally lost my train of thought. I was saying some stuff, but blah 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 blah. What the holy hell? This car is too big, and it is. It physically, it's too big. It will not fit in my garage. I pulled up outside my garage before, looked at the door, looked at the bonnet of this car, and thought, there is no way that oh, hang on. when you're driving this thing, considering it weighs just shy of 2,000 kilograms, or 2 metric tons, is that? About 1,945-ish kilos, I think, with fuel, and probably a bit more with a human being in it, and even more with more human beings in it. It does not feel like a heavy car. It does not feel like a heavy car, this car, which just goes to show that the guys at BMW M division know what they're doing, and you know, they're in the job of making sure that you don't get to keep your driving license. There's an adjective that people use when describing cars going quickly, and that adjective is starship, literally spaceship type acceleration. I've always kind of thought, yeah, but it never really feels like you're in a spaceship or going, you know, that kind of boof in your back. This car does. This car, it just is a starship, out of the box, factory, BMW M5. Gee God. Another expression and adjective that is quite often overused, and I think I used it early on in this video, is giving me the fizz. This car gives me the fizz. You need to be a Lewis Hamilton, you need to be some kind of racing driver, you need to be able to do those reflex machines like nobody's business. Maybe I was going to say, get some more experience power sliding. This thing, I mean, they say the signature dish for the M3 is its power slide. Well, me. This thing is probably just going to fucking power slide for fun. That's a lot of beeps. I'm sorry. Alright. Okay. Righty. Okay. I cannot tell you the numbers that just appeared in the heads-up display. 3 and 0 are what appeared. If I did tell you what really appeared, someone would knock at my door, put the handcuffs on, and I would be in a cell right now, because by God. I mean, the 2 M modes in this thing are set up. The one is just kind of everything's on sport, which means your traction control kicks in, which is what I had it on then, on that drive. And, well, I think I needed it, because had I not had it on, I think I'd have been in an edge. Seriously. Okay. Admittedly, this video has been a bit of a comparison to some extent. I mean, the only real massive exposure to M cars I've had prior to this wonderful F10 BMW M5 is my current E90 M3, which I've lived with for 2 years now, and do love a lot. So apologies if he's kind of comparing that with that. But please, tell me what you think of this BMW M5, the F10. Do you like it? Bearing in mind this is the first of the lower capacity, no, it's not lower capacity, lower number of cylinders, taking the M5 down from a V10 to a V8, albeit with twin turbos. My god, those twin scroll Honeywell turbos are slightly kick-ass. Tell me what you think of that in the comments right down below. Do you like this car? Which one would you have? Would you swap the E93 that I've got? Would you have one of these, or would you stick with the E93, even though it's getting a bit old and leggy now? Because my goodness me, this is a hell of a capable machine. And feel free, like, share and subscribe if you've enjoyed what you've seen, and most importantly, come back, have another look at the Pedal Loud YouTube channel for more, mostly car videos, it has to be said these days, coming very soon. Thanks for watching.